Hi friends! So this week's directed drawing is going to be a little bit different. I actually have two different pictures that you will get to follow along with because there's an important day coming up where we are reminded to protect and take care of our planet. So in honor of Earth Day, I have this picture of our Earth with a heart in the middle. And I also have this one, which is a little bit harder, but it's our Earth giving a heart a hug. So if you guys notice, I drew my pictures on newspaper this week. I had some extra newspaper that was going to go to recycling, so I thought I would reuse it to draw this week's picture on. So I'm challenging you, if you have any old newspapers or maybe even an old magazine, I think we should try to reuse it this week to create our pictures. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one of the heart and our Earth. And if you're up for the challenge, I'm going to show you how to draw this one as well. So go ahead, try to find your newspaper or magazine page that you can draw on. And you are going to need your pencil or black marker or crayon this week. Now I'm going to show you on my plain piece of paper just because it's a little hard to see exactly what I'm doing over the newspaper words. So to draw that first picture, pretty simple. I'm going to start off with a big circle on my paper. So I'm drawing big circle because our Earth is round. Now once you have your big circle, I am going to draw a heart directly in the middle. Now I know hearts can be tricky, so this is how I draw mine. I arch and I bring it down. And I do the same thing on the other side. I arch it and come back down. Okay, now once you have your heart, we can draw the land on our Earth because our Earth is made up of mostly land and water. So when we look at our Earth, we see our land as just a little bit of squiggles from far away. So I just drew my little squiggly line to connect to my circle. And I'm going to draw another piece of land that's coming from over here. Now, the fun part about this is yours doesn't have to look like mine, okay? So if you want to start on this edge of your circle, you can go out, bring it in, bring it back out, however you want your land to look, okay? This is more for fun than anything. Okay, so then I'm going to draw one more piece of my land over here. And I'm going to make that one look pretty simple. Okay. Now that you're done with your land, you guys can color it. So I will color this one for you really quickly so you can decide which part is your land and what part is water for the Earth. So this was my land. This was my land. And this was part of my land. Okay? So we know that the Earth is also made of water, so I'm going to color my water blue, right? Blue for our oceans and green for the land. Now, for our heart in the middle, you can either use green again and pretend it's just another piece of land in the shape of a heart, or you can use red just to show how much we love our Earth. And there is your first picture of our Earth. Okay? Now, here's the challenging one. We are going to, draw this one. which I will go slower on this one, but I think you guys can all try it. Okay, so I'm going to reuse this piece of paper. Just gonna flip it over, and I'm going to show you the next page. So if you can, try to find another newspaper or magazine page that you can use for this next one. Okay, so I'm going to do the exact same thing by drawing a big circle on my paper. Big circle. Okay, and this next step is the same as well. I'm going to draw a big heart in the middle. So remember, our heart has our arch and a point. And one more arch coming down to the point. Okay. Now, once you have your heart, we're going to draw our 3 pieces of land on our earth, which is going to be one on this side, one on this side of our circle, and then we're going to draw one piece that goes through behind our heart. Okay? So here's one. Same thing. I'm just going to make it start on my circle, end on my circle, and kind of just squiggle along the way. There's one side. I'll go ahead and do this side. Maybe I want this one a little lower. Just some squiggles before I connect it back. Okay, now this one's kind of hard because I want it to go behind my heart. So I'm just going to start at the top and I'm going to squiggle until I hit the top of my heart. Okay, and then I stop. And I'll do it on this side. I'll start at the top, squiggle until I reach my heart, and I'll stop. Now we're going to finish our piece of land by bringing it from the bottom of the heart down to the bottom of the earth. So maybe I want it to come this way. I squiggle the line down. I do one more to connect it. So can you kind of see how my heart is laying over some land? Now, we gave our earth a smile on this one. So for my smile, I'm doing 2 eyes at this top part of the heart. In between my squiggle, my piece of land right here, I'm going to draw 2 eyes, which I did as arches this time. And I'm going to draw a smile like that. And I'm going to draw 2 cheeks, which are just going to be little circles next to my smile. So a little circle and a little circle for 2 little rosy cheeks. And I'm going to add one more touch to this. I'm just going to give some eyelashes to my earth. So on top of my arch, I drew some eyelashes. Okay. Now the very, very last step is our earth is hugging the heart. So on each side of my earth, I'm going to draw a line that kind of sticks out to the corner. So one line and another line. Okay, so that's the beginning of his arm. Now it's kind of like he's hugging his chest. So we're going to draw from here. We're going to put our line straight to the heart. So I went from that point and made it fit in the inside of my heart. Same thing, I'm going to take it from this point and draw it in. Okay, and the very last step here is to draw some fingers. So I'm just drawing 1, 2, 3 fingers to hold it, and 1, 2, 3 fingers to hold on to the earth. And that is your last step. From here, I will show you guys again how I colored it, just to make it a little easier. I'm going to start with green again, because that is the color of my land. So I knew this was a piece of land. And I remember that my heart is above a piece of land. So this whole squiggle will be green for my land. And this one over here was also green. And then these 2 pieces in between will be our ocean water, so they are blue. Okay, and lastly, I can draw my heart. I'm just going to use red again to color in my heart. And if you want to, you can do the little cheeks as well. Rosy cheeks. Okay, and there is 2 different ways to draw our earth. Okay, now if you need to, you guys can go back and watch it over. Maybe a little bit slower, you'll get some of the harder details. But again, I can't wait to see how it looks, guys. Thanks for watching.